My name is B. Walter Smith, and my family and I are boomerang members of the Advent. My husband, Roy Macby Smith Jr., was raised in this church and participated in a variety of youth activities. I was confirmed as an Episcopalian at the Advent in the early 90s. Our son, Hunter, was christened here in March of 2004. Roy and I met in boarding school in Virginia, and during my visits to Spartanburg, we would attend church. Some of my most fondest memories of those high school years are associated with the Advent. There was substantial praying after nights at Clancy's and Brandy's, especially after Big Roy started delivering coffee at 4 a.m. to get us here to the 7:45 a.m. service. Other memorable moments during the last weeks of our pregnancy, I was too voluptuous in size to fit into a regular pew, so Roy and his parents and I had to sit at the very front row. Leading up to Clay Turner's final sermon before retirement, services were so full, we perched baby Hunter, buckled in his car seat, on the ledge of one of the stained glass windows. I have many fond memories of the Advent, but I must admit, after meeting Father Ned on several occasions at youth events, visiting with Father Steve early mornings at the Y, and hearing all about the activities in the church, I missed the Advent. We revisited last year on Stewardship Sunday. How silly was that? I don't think Roy will ever attend another Sunday picnic. If you were not born and raised here, Spartanburg can be a quirky town. Making friends and connections can be difficult, but the Advent has done an incredible job making us feel welcome. We return to the Advent for many reasons mentioned, but I never thought in 1,000 years I would need the Advent as much as I have in the past 7 months. As some may be aware, I lost my father in April. My father was a man who raised 4 children in the early 70s. He revolutionized single parenting and supported us every step of the way, not just financially, but with his unconditional love and friendship. He was a huge part of my life, my friend, my mentor, my teacher, and sometimes even a mother. He lived in Monterey, Tennessee, and I talked to him every day, some days more than once. He was my biggest cheerleader. Yes, my redheaded cheerleader. His death has left an incredible void in my world and a hole in my heart. However, thanks to the Advent, I have found some new spiritual cheerleaders. Beyond the clergy team, there is a team of angels, Daughters of the King. The Orders of the Daughter of the King is a spiritual sisterhood of women dedicated to the life of prayer, service, and evangelism. They make a commitment to Jesus as our Savior and follow him as Lord of their lives. This group is an order for women who are communicants of the Episcopal Church, churches in communion with it, or churches in the historic episcopate. These ladies have been my spiritual cherubs on earth. They call, text, email, and or even they reach out at the right moment. Loved ones pass on every day, and I am blessed and thankful for Roy and Hunter. These 2 young men, in conjunction with the Advent and the Daughters of the King, have helped me move forward with strength and an open heart. My Father will always be with me, as will the Advent. This is my Advent. This is your Advent. This is our Advent.